Howdy y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. We're out at the range today with the Magpul GL9. It's a 12 round magazine for the Glock 26. Stay tuned. So there's a couple of obvious benefits that you get out of a 2-round extension. First of all, you get 2 extra rounds, which is always good. More rounds, more chances to hit. That's a good thing. The other obvious benefit, though, is that you get a place to put your pinky. When you have the, let me get the flush magazine out here. Oh, so when you have the flush magazine in, you've got no place to put your pinky. Not a huge detriment out here at the range while I'm shooting and practicing, but when you think about it, more gripping surface is a really good thing. If you're not in ideal conditions, which if you have to use a gun to defend your life with, chances are it's not going to be ideal conditions, more gripping surface on the gun is probably a very good thing, particularly if you're shooting one-handed, that kind of thing. Now, it's a 9mm. I'm not having much trouble controlling this gun. It shoots really good. But this does give you a little extra purchase. One of the problems with that extra purchase is that it does make the butt of the gun, now this is empty, it does make the the grip of the gun a little bit longer than it would with your flush magazine. Now it's not Glock 19 size, I'm still getting more concealability than I do with my Glock 19, so it's still, the idea of being able to wear it with lighter clothes and all that good stuff still holds even with this extension. But one of the things that I noticed with my original Glock 26, I tried several of these extensions, and no matter what I did, I tried for Pierce, I think I tried like a Glock 2-round extension, I don't know, there was a bunch. Every last one of them, my pinky finger would line up right partly in that groove, and as the gun fired, I would pinch my pinky finger. After about 100 rounds, I'd have a purple welt there on my pinky finger. So it was no joke. It was pinching it pretty good. So let's take a look and see if I have the same problem with this. It's 194. $259, terrible. $211. Well, it was there, but I didn't hit. $171. That was better. This is a good test today. It's really glary. I got snow all around. It's making it harder to find my front sight. That's actually a really good thing. It's a challenge. It's 215 on a headshot. 210 on a headshot. And I'm, what is this? 5, 7, 10, 45 feet away. That's not bad. .208 on a headshot. There you go, 185 with a headshot at 45 feet. I'm happy with that. All right, that's 2 shots in 205. Body shots, 45 feet. .210. .210, and I screwed up my pulling my cover garment off. A little bend to my knees. 182. .194, good for a headshot. .183, double tap. .221, but I missed one. .172. So I shot about 100 rounds today and not one trace of that pinching. It felt great. I did some time draws there and just sort of see what my speed was. Things are looking really good. I got some sub 2 second draws on headshots at 45 feet. That's plenty, folks. You figure 21 feet's about your max distance. At least what you should be training for is a max distance for self-defense. The only difference really, and the thing I kind of want to work on, is I'm going to use my Glock 26 holster from Blue Line LLC for this gun. It is incredibly well made. Ken there makes great holsters. This one, of course, got my Nerd Gone South logo on it. He made this for my original 26, and I kept it off in the what is that? The recycle box, my box of holsters, and was really happy to pull that back out and see that it fit the Gen 5 perfectly. Stand by. Okay, that was 0.4 seconds. So it changes my draw just a little bit, but I'm pretty confident that everything's going to work out fine. I had to play around and get it, up to the right height. One thing I want to say about these Magpul magazines, the springs in these things are really tight. So I actually had a couple instances where the slide locked open, and I think that's related to the spring, although I couldn't say for sure. It's the first time I've noticed it with this gun. I probably got 300-400 rounds through it. And then after 3 or 4 loads through it, I could feel the spring loosen up. I use an up Lula to put it to load the magazine, and the spring started to loosen up, and then that problem went away. So I'm assuming it was just a tight spring. So you probably want to put these magazines through a few rounds before you use them for a carry. Other than that, these are really well made. I'm impressed really with the Glock line of mags from Magpul. in every size. I've got a bunch of them. They're an economic way to increase your magazines. Now, you got a couple of different options here. If you don't want the extension causing you printing issues, you're out in really light clothing, you can always carry a spare mag. You can carry them in your pocket. These are really small enough to put in your pocket. Use your 12 rounder as your spare and keep the flush magazine in the gun when you're concealing. Now, what are the chances you're going to be able to pull off a magazine change in a gunfight? Honestly, folks, that's such a skill thing. I couldn't tell you. Obviously I've never had to do a magazine change in a gunfight, so I couldn't tell you that myself. I prefer to not have to train for that, but I do. I train in practice for magazine changes, but really hoping I'm accurate enough to take care of the situation without having to do it. But that does give you another option if you want the flush mag. Carry the 12 rounder as a backup. The beauty of the Glock line of pistols, you carry a Glock 17 mag as a backup to the 26 if you can find a place to hide it. All right, there you go. I'm really pleased with this magazine. I'm going to get a bunch of them. They're about 15 bucks. A Bowtac Tactical, if you're local to Roxborough, North Carolina, Alex has got them there at Rock City Guns for a little over 15 bucks. Really good deal on them there, and you can pull them right off the shelf. What do they call this guy? It's got a name. Yeah, the GL9 of the PMag 12-round magazine for the Glock 26. All right, folks, always remember, anyone can shoot and have fun. We'll see you next time.